Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be...
Havertz! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And that's definitely not his best. Good ball, good take. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Musiala, tries one from range. And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva. He is just caressing the ball. And the finish! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Germany really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Throw in. Knocks it into space, looking for the far post. And that has been knocked clear. Havertz running with intent. And it's made its way to him. He's shifting through the gears here. Diogo Costa claims it without any fuss.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Mendes. Rafael Leao turns back here, probably the best option. Gonzalo Inacio looking to pass their way up the pitch. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Bernardo Silva. Sane. For Musiala. Now it's Havertz. That's destined for the flank. And the return pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Distributed tidily. And he's in on goal. Now it's Havertz. Wirtz powering forward here. Oh, that's fabulous. Wirtz! And that's a good finish. Germany are all square. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. João Neves. And it's Vitinha. Tries to pass it through. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nice physical challenge. Sane. Always onto this. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Havertz. Pavlovic. And the pass is intercepted. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Havertz! Now he's running away. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Germany presented with a golden opportunity here. A lot hinges on this one. What a save by Diogo Costa! Ah, good steal, he just read it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rafael Leao. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Germany will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Germany kick off the second half.
Germany have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And the shot! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Germany, he'll try for distance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Neves. And here's Rafael Leao. Looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That's really nicely played. Musiala. Now it's Wirtz. He's picked his way through.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Musiala tries to play it through, and this is Sane. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Portugal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now, can they get him away? In with the challenge. Rafael Leao. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. The muscular approach does pay off here. He is through here. João Neves. Plenty of a... Oh, good effort! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Kimmich has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Nuno Mendes, João Neves, Bruno Fernandes, and that's a good ball. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ruben Dias promptly onto that, and that is that. Nemecha, well seen, saw that coming. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Cristiano Ronaldo. Decent chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile. This takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Nuno Mendes clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And he's intervened well there.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Dalot. This is it then, now or never. Bernardo Silva looking to receive it in space. Wirtz given the lift of his goal. Pavlovic. Now it's Wirtz, Musiala, and here's Havertz.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that looks a decent ball, and he's made sure that's not getting through. That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in my opinion.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Bruno Fernandes! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And it's Dallo. And the shot! And he thumps it clear. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Now it's Lang. He is through here! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Ronaldo. Well, that pass isn't the best. Verbruggen is there to clear. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes.
There's the shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So, a breakthrough already. De Jong is fouled. Been shipped out wide, and it's Bruno Fernandes who played through for the wide man. Rafael Leao. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, what a mistake! Quarter of an hour played. Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao. Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. Corner number 2 then. Bruno Fernandes goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. No way through. Now it's Weghorst. Gravenberg looking to receive it in space. He's got away. Takes aim and crosses. Mendes with the clearance.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Neves. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he shoots! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Gravenberg. This is a promising build-up. De Jong goes for a shot!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Defending of the desperate variety. The Netherlands have their second corner now. Ruben Dias gets it away. Played out wide. Portugal have the chance to go the other way.
The Netherlands really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Weghorst. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Till. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's neat. Space for him to turn and look. Shapes to shoot! And that's a sharp finish. How very smart. He just got it right.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. That ball looks a good one. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
The Netherlands clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nuno Mendes. Ketrauda was in no mood for any of that. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Till. And it's De Jong. Gravenberg. Weghorst. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that pass just didn't quite work. Nuno Mendes. Gravenberg.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, what a ball! This ended up in no man's land. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now, can they get him away? Rafael Leao. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
The Netherlands really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. Aims beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. Till. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bernardo Silva. Oh, nicely intercepted. De Jong. Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Not where it came from. Shoots! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Portugal go up by 2 and are looking good.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lang tries a shot! And there's a goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And now he has two. Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
De Jong with a definite foul there. Ronaldo wants to run onto this. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Ronaldo. And the shot! And that's a good finish. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Now it's Gakpo. Gakpo. That's the keeper's ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's having a shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Inacio gets a foot in here. João Neves. Portugal have it back and can go again. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? And that was struck with genuine force.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Inacio does really well to win the ball there. De Jong. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Gakpo is standing over this one, looking here to alter the direction of the game. Gakpo! What a save by Diogo Costa! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Lang clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Oh, great leap! And that's a real chance missed.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
Diogo Dalot. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Gakpo receives it in a good position here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Now there's a fine ball. Weghorst showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tries to pass it through. Rafael Leao. Now it's Neves. Forced to go back. Great chance! it's hit the post! And he's quick to get rid. It's a good foot in there. That's good running with the ball. Knocks it into space. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, that's a fine interception. Mendes can clear it away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
The Netherlands desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to...
Big chance! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So, a breakthrough already. And that pass just didn't quite work. That has ended up in no man's land. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. No, he's not getting his way this time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance, surely! Well taken goal. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Great chance! Deftly away. He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Ito is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Kubo with the short one. Chance! Stood up well to him there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Good read, needed to be.
Kubo.
Japan have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Nakayama. Ito. Kubo is the guilty party there. Ito, looking for options for movement. Lovely bit of skill. Here's found, it's Moida! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it.
He shot a goal! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
But it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now that looks a decent ball. Spread out to the left.
This is the time you need that pace.
Maida.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Kamada. Now this could be a chance. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the counter is on. Nakayama kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kubo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run, and that is expertly dealt with. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nakayama. Oh, important interception. Half-time getting close now. Now, what about a counter-attack? Maida, given the lift of his goal. Quality ball. Endo cuts out the pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Ito! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we get things going again. 45 minutes to change their fate. Kamada. And it's Endo. Oh, they can break here, and they win it back again.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
He's having a pop! And it's come back out to him. And he should have made it 4.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Now it's Kubo. He's on it, can he get away? Look at the space here. He's having a hit! Japan get their fourth corner. And it's been taken short. Oh, super ball! And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Kubo.
And it's Kubo. Almost an hour gone. Kamada. No outsmarting him this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's neat. And he's gone backward here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kamada. Kubo has created one goal already. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Kamada.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Nicely weighted ball. Chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
20.
Bosnia and Herzegovina may be down, but not out just yet. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Kubo gets a good foot in there. Chance here to counter. And he's managed to get free. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. This looks promising. Aimed beyond the defence. Out towards the flank. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And that has been knocked clear. Japan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Kubo, played out wide. Kamada. Back when it goes. That has been slung wide. He is through here. Knocks it into space. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Goes down, but nothing given. And that's gone loose. And he's quick to snatch it back. And we're done. Bosnia and Herzegovina perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Please make sure to
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Tim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Japan have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Chaenel, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times. He's not the quickest, but both his delivery and his distribution are consistently excellent, and once he starts finding spaces about 5 to 10 yards outside the box, he can be a real handful for any opposition.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Oh, this looks sharp. Maida gets into a good position. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? And it's made its way to him. Pass somewhat off target. Caught offside that time.
Might want to be careful there.
And he has been fouled there. Kukçu. Turkey yet to have an attempt on goal. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. Look at this. Tries a shot! And that was struck with genuine force. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's in a great position here. Backward it goes. Great chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Japan have their second corner now. Kubo goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Yüksek. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Aktokolu. And it's Çalhanoğlu. He's through here. Now this could be a chance. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nakayama. Maida is in a really good position out wide. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Çelik. And here's Yildiz. Güler. That's very neat.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Maida.
Japan always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Now it's Aktivitas. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Tries one from range! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Maeda is offering a wry smile there.
Japan have their third corner. Kubo plays it short. Turkey are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Pinches it off him. Played out towards the right wing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is
Goes
filled.
down, but nothing given. Kukchu. Now it's Aktivitas. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Chalhanoglu. Kubo. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
There will be
Kamada.
1 minute added time.
Kamada proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's put paid to the danger. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And he was quick to react. Now it's Kubo. Chalhanoglu. That is ended up in no man's land. Spread out to the left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, shooting chance! Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Now it's Yildiz, over to the right flank.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Aims beyond the defence. Shot a goal! And that's a tiny finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Japan restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Opts to play it back. Yildiz. That has been slung wide. Japan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Cilic, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Endo proves too strong. And it's Kubo. Lovely chance! Demiral. Calhanoglu.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Ito. Maida. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kukcu. Calhanoglu. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's picked his way through. Woola! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Goulet clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Played into space. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely feet. That's destined for the flank.
Turkey really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nakayama. He's got away. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Maida! That has not gone well. Kubo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Yuksek is there to clear. Gul. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And he's intervened well there. Kukcu. And Aydin. He's having a pop! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Turkey now on the verge of victory. Save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question.
Can he finish?
Ito really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Turkey clearly now in lead preservation mode. That is very well defended.
Out of time.
The final seconds now. Maida. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Referee has just said play on. Great vision. And that is as far as it goes. Turkey proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
And now,
Goulet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what-might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.